बोले वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय, बोले राधा रानी की जय, श्रीमद् भागवत महापुराण की जय, बोले श्रीमद् सद्गुरु महाराज की जय. Devotees, wherever we are, let's sit up straight. Close our eyes. Meditate on the lotus feet of Bhagwan Shri Krishna, Radharani, and the spiritual masters. Seek their blessings, their guidance, protection as we begin our yajna tonight, our katha tonight. Prathamam Sadgurum Vande Shri Krishnam Tadanantaram Guru Papatmana Trata Shri Krishnas Tvamalatmana Chetu Darpanamarjanam Bhavamaha Davagni Nirvapanam Shriyah Kairavachandrika Vitaranam Vidyavadhu Jivanam Anandam Buddhivardhanam Pratipadam Purnamrita Swadanam Sarvatmasnapanam Param Vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam Namah Kamalana Bhaya Namah Kamalamaline Namah Kamalpadaya Namaste Kamalekshana Yo Brahmanam Viradhati Purvam Yo Vedanscha Prahinoti Tasmai Tagvang Hadevam Atma Buddhi Prakasham Mumukshurvai Sharanamaham Prapadye. बोले वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय. भागवत सुमिरन. रिद्धि सिद्धि दाता सिद्धि सदन बादन बदना सुमिरो बारंबार मदन कदन के लाल को गणपति कृपा निधान ज्ञान खानी आनंद भवन देहु मोहि वरदान वर्णो भाषा भागवत जय शिव आनंद कंद भूतनाथ भव भय हरण भक्ति विषय निर्द्वंद गौर बरन मंगल कर हे ब्रज चंद मुकुंद ब्रजभूषण दूषण हरण काटहु भव भय फंद चरण शरण ली आन कर जय 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 जगदीश सेवत शेष महेश अज महिमा अमित अभेद वेद भेद जानत ने देहु मोहि वरदान राधा वर यह वर सदा प्रेम भरी मुस्कान नित चित्त में खट काट रहे मोहि चाहिए कछु नाही और वस्तु प्रभु जात की बसी रहे मन माही यह बाकी झाकी सदा लेल कुटिया हाथ गायन के पीछे फिरत ग्वाल बाल लिए साथ मोर मुकुट शिर पर धरी कर मुरली उर्माल शीश मुकुट कटी पीत पट छविसो नंदलाल बसहु हृदय मम निशि दिवस गुरुपद रज धर शीश गुरुपद रज धर शीश कहूँ भागवत की कथा जो शुकदेव मुनीश कवि परीक्षित निप अति शोभय निगम कल्पतरो गलितं फलम शुकमुखादमृतत् द्रव संयुतम पिबत भागवतम रसमालयम मुहुर्हु रसिका भुवि भावुका मुहुर्हु रसिका भुवि भावुका। बोले वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय, राधा रानी की जय। बोले श्रीमद सद्गुरु सरकार की जय, श्री भागवत महापुराण की जय। आदरणीय पूजनीय विप्र मंडली, आदरणीय पंडितगण, प्रिय सज्जनों, प्रिय भक्त समुदाय, महानुभाव, most worshipable pundits, Brahmins, devout devotees of the Supreme Lord, the Divine Souls. First, let me say Radhe Radhe to each and everyone, and my pranam, my humblest prostrations to all of you. Also to those of us in the social media, to the medium of social media, radio, etc., Facebook, YouTube, Bhakti TV, U 97.5, I think, FM, and other stations. Again, very special Radhe Radhe to each and every one of you, to all the sponsors, a very special Radhe Radhe, Pranam, And may Bhagwan Shri Krishna shower his choicest blessings on all of you. Tonight is our second night of the Shrimad Bhagavat Mahapuran Katha. आज की कथा है 8वें कांटो, 8वें स्कंद, दूसरे अध्याय की कथा है। बहुत सुंदर कथा है, लेकिन हम लोग पहले भजन करेंगे ताकि हमारे मन एकाग्रत हो जाएंगे, भगवान के ध्यान करेंगे और सबसे ज्यादा लाभ होंगे। Tonight's katha from Shrimad Bhagavat Mahapuran, 8th canto, 2nd chapter. Very wonderful katha. Before we go into the katha, as I like to do and is customary, we'll join and sing in the glories of Bhagwan Shri Krishna. This is important. It gets our mind in focus. It brings our attention. It brings blessing into us, in that we get maximum benefit from the katha. And those who can see in the book, we may will have to share. So page 22, bhajan number 34. Apanapan rakhna mere ghansham. A devotee saying to Shri Krishna, Hey Ghansham, one whose complexion is dark like a young rain-laden cloud. Ghan, cloud, sham, darkish. Ghansham. Please make me yours forever. I want to belong only to you. Ghadi ghadi pal pal naam tiharo, rate mere rasna mere ghansham. Ghadi ghadi, every moment, pal pal, every moment, in all time, every moment. Naam tiharo, your name, mere rasna, should be on my tongue. I should chant your divine name every moment, 24 hours a day, every day. Please bless me this way. Lali lal do day garbahi, hamare hi basna mere ghansham. My Lord, I'm asking you to come and make me yours forever, but I have a special request. I want for you to come with Radharani, not alone. Come with Radharani. Radharani ke sang sahit, come with Radharani, but how? Galabahiya. Galabahiya means arm around each other's neck, shoulder. That's called Galabahiya. And not that only, but stay in my heart. Come and live in my heart forever in this way. Please don't talk. The page is page 22, number 34. Number 34, page 22. Lali lal do bhav hindore dari hiye mein jhulau nit jhulna mere ghansham. And I have a special desire. Ek bhavna hai. Now you and Radha Rani has come in my heart. I am going to make a special jhula, a swing. A special swing. The most beautiful swing. And I'm going to put you and Radha Rani to sit on that swing, and I'm going to rock you gently. This is the feeling in my heart. Audai upahar har asuvan ko banalu tujhe apna. Bhagavan Shri Krishna has one weakness. I want to give you something, my Lord, but everything I have belongs to you anyhow. But there's something that Shri Krishna loves, and this is weakness. When a devotee cries for Shri Krishna, sheds tears for Shri Krishna selflessly, Shri Krishna is easily won over. This is his weakness. That devotee becomes Shri Krishna forever. Shri Krishna becomes a slave to that devotee. So I want to give you a gift, my Lord, upahar. What gift? The best gift. I will shed tears from both eyes. Eventually they'll make a garland and I'll offer this to you on Radharani. I keep offering this to you. And in that way, I will make you mine forever. Forever. कैसे हो करी कृपालु प्रभु अपनो पुरव मम सपना मेरे घनश्याम. My Lord, Jagat Gurutam Kripalu Mahaprabhu, who has written this beautiful pad from his book Prem Ras Madira, is saying, Hey Shri Krishna, Hey Radharani, I don't know how you're going to do this, whatever way, but please fulfill this wonderful dream of mine as mentioned above. We'll sing this beautiful bhajan. अपनापन अपनापन रखना मेरे घनश्याम. अपनापन
रखना मेरे घनश्याम.
ओ मेरे घनश्याम.
मेरे घनश्याम.
घड़ी घड़ी पल पल नाम तिहारू.
घड़ी घड़ी
Everybody sing. Try to visualize that beautiful form. Everyone should sing and try to visualize also in your mind what the bhajan is saying. Try to visualize Shri Krishna, Radharani. Try to visualize the swing and in your heart sitting. Ghari ghari pal pal naam तिहारू. घड़ी घड़ी
पल पल नाम तिहारू.
ओ रटे मेरी रसना मेरे घनश्याम. रटे ओ अपनापन रखना मेरे घनश्याम.
अपनापन रखना मेरे घनश्याम.
ओ लली लाल दो जय गरबाई.
लली लाल दो जय गरबाई.
ओ लली लाल दो जय गरबाई. ओ हमारे ही बसना मेरे घनश्याम.
हमारे ही बसना मेरे घनश्याम.
ओ अपनापन रखना मेरे घनश्याम.
अपनापन रखना मेरे घनश्याम.
ओ भाव हिंदोरे डारी में
भाव हिंदोरे डारी में।
ओ भाव हिंदोरे डारी में
भाव हिंदोरे डारी में।
ओ झुलाऊ नीत झुलना मेरे घनश्याम
झुलाऊ नीत
झुलना मेरे
घनश्याम।
उदय उपहार हार असुवन को
उपहार हार असुवन को।
उदय उपहार हार असुवन को
उपहार हार असुवन को।
ओ बना लूं तुझे अपना मेरे घनश्याम
बना लूं तुझे अपना मेरे घनश्याम।
हो अपनापन रखना मेरे घनश्याम
अपनापन रखना मेरे घनश्याम।
हो कैसे हो करी कृपालु प्रभु अपनो
कैसे हो करी कृपालु प्रभु अपनो।
हो कैसे हो करी कृपालु प्रभु अपनो
कैसे हो करी कृपालु प्रभु अपनो।
ओ पूरब मम सपना मेरे घनश्याम
पूरब मम सपना मेरे घनश्याम।
ओ अपनापन रखना मेरे घनश्याम
अपनापन रखना मेरे घनश्याम।
बोले वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय। Again, before I begin Katha, we are at the Warrenville Shiv Mandir, as Anirudh Bhaiya told you. I want to say special thanks to Anirudh Bhaiya, Devi, Pandit Chatu, Dr. Chatu, his wonderful brother Vayu, his mom, etc., and all the members of this wonderful mandir. Pandit ji, I heard Pandit Jeevan. I'm not seeing. पीछे बैठे. Huh? Who was that? Pranav. Okay, so I just can't see correctly. Pandit ji, bahut dhanyavad. Pranam Pandit ji. We have in our midst one of the most distinguished Pandits in Trinidad and Tobago, Pandit Jeevan Maharaj, and his wonderful son, Pandit Pranav ji. Want to welcome them. Thanks them for attending our Katha, blessing us with his presence here tonight. Thank you very much, Pandit ji. To all the devotees, of course, we have Pandit Satyananda Maharaj ji also too, the founder of Bhakti TV and producer of Bhakti TV, which is carrying this live also tonight, and the spiritual head of the Satya Ananda Ashram in Arangwes. All you wonderful devotees. So we're in this wonderful Mandir, and I said tonight is the second night. Today's Katha, as I mentioned, आज का कथा है 8वें अध्याय, 8वें स्कंद, 2वें अध्याय. Tonight's Katha is from 8th book, 2nd chapter. ये बता रहे हैं, हरि ओम आसीर गिरिवरो राजस श्रीकूट इति विश्वतः श्रीरोदेनाथ वृतः श्रीमान योजान युत मुच्छ्र्यः तावता विस्तृतः पृथक् त्रिभिः शृंगम शृंगः पयोनिधम दिशाखम रोचयान्निस्ते राप्यस्दाप्ययः सहिरण्य सवैः. ये बता रहे कि एक बहुत बड़े एक पहाड़ है, गिरी. वो पहाड़ प्रसिद्ध थे, बहुत प्रसिद्ध. पहाड़ का भी नाम है, पहाड़ का नाम थे त्रिकूट पर्वत. वो त्रिकूट पर्वत के चारों ओर क्षीर सागर, वो मतलब क्षीर सागर के बीच में ये त्रिकूट पर्वत. और वो पर्वत 1000 योजन लंबी थी. 1000 योजन. This katha begins that there was a great mountain in the middle of Kshir Sagar, the ocean of milk. Kshir Sagar is not an ocean of milk like in the world. This is a divine ocean. एक बार, once Bhagwan Krishna was performing Maharas with the gopis, Radharani, और थक गए. He became tired. तो अब प्यास लगने लगे, became very thirsty, but there's no water. अब क्या करूं, what to do? तो भगवान खुद गाय बन गए और बछड़ा बन गए. Bhagwan himself became a cow and he became the calf also. वही गाय सुरभि, मतलब सबसे पहला गाय. This was the very first cow, सुरभि, सबसे पहले. अब देखो, लोग सोचते हैं ये हिंदू लोग गाय को इतने आदरणीय है, पूजते हैं. People wonder why do Hindus worship the cow so much. For one reason, Bhagwan himself became the first cow, and all the cows have come from that cow in the world. There are many, many reasons. In every part of the cow, a devata resides, etc. Even the urine of the cow, Ganga resides. The gobar, the cow dung, Mahalakshmi resides. Too much to go into. This is the next katha. So Bhagwan himself became the cow, and he became the calf and started to drink the milk. The दूध पीने लगे. अब पीने लगे दूध. When he started drinking, some of the milk fell out. This katha is in Brahma Bhagavat Puran. Some of the milk, kuch दूध निकल गए. And the milk that fell out while he was drinking, that became Kshir Sagar. That ocean. So this is a divine milk, the ocean in which resides Mahavishnu, the form of Sri Krishna, we known as Mahavishnu. So in this Kshir Sagar, this Tikut mountain was there. It's very celebrated, very famous. And how high was this mountain? 1,000 yojan. 1 yojan is equal to 8 miles approximately in English. So 80,000 miles high. Can't even imagine how high this mountain is. अब उसी पहाड़ के बीच में वहां एक बहुत सुंदर बाग थे. और उस बाग में वरुण जो पानी के देवता है, समुद्र के देवता है, पानी के देवता है, वरुण महाराज, वो उन्हीं के बाग थे. और वहां एक बहुत सुंदर तालाब, वो सुंदर तालाब ऋतुमन नाम थे, जहां दिव्य अप्सराओं, दिव्य देवता इत्यादि नहाते थे. Now in this beautiful mountain range, as a range of mountain, there was a beautiful valley, and in that valley there was the most beautiful garden that belonged to the god of water, Varun Dev. And that garden had a beautiful lake, a very beautiful lake. The lake had a name also, Rituman. With all the divine entities and apsaras, divine damsels, etc. would come and bathe. उस भाग में एक दिन एक गजों के राजा गजराज वहां खेल रहे थे, कई गजों के साथ और गजों की स्त्रियों के साथ खेल रहे थे. तो उनको खेलते खेलते थक गए और प्यास लगने लगी. Now in that forest there was lot animals, not ordinary animals of the world, but animals just like animals are here, but we can say celestial animals living in that celestial place. And there was an elephant that was the leader amongst all the elephants, the king of all the elephants, Gajaraj or Gajendra. And together with so many elephants that were playing, they were sporting and playing, and so many female elephants, after playing and sporting for a long time, they became very tired. And the king of elephant, Gajaraj ji, also became very thirsty. तो उसी तालाब में गए ऋतुमन और नहाने लगे और वही पानी को पीने लगे. So together with all the elephants, first Gajaraj, being the leader, he would enter first. सबसे पहले वो गए अंदर, घुस गए. He went inside, then all the other elephants went in and started to bathe in that cool stream, that cool lake, and started drinking that pure water, that very clear and pure water, nectar-like. The water was perfumed by the pollen from the trees that would fall in there. And so it was very sweet and very fragrant, the water. अब जैसे कोई गृहस्थी है, गृहस्थ आश्रम, और उनके कई पत्नियां हैं और बच्चे हैं, और इसमें आसक्त है, और वो भूल गया कि हमारा कोई भाग्य है, अचानक कुछ भी हो सकता, ये माया के अधीन में है, वो भूल गए सब कुछ. And so Bidar Vyas is given a wonderful description. He says, just like a householder in the world, When someone is in a household, he enters into Grihastha ashram, and he has wife, or in ancient time wives, and he has children, etc. And he gets so attached in this Maya that he forgets himself, he forgets who he is or what he is, and he forgets that nothing belongs, everything is transient, anything can happen in any moment. Just enjoying in that Maya, thinking this to be the real happiness, real pleasure, did not know that something was about to happen. कुछ आने वाले थे. ऐसे भाग्य के उस समय आ गया एक ग्राह, बहुत बड़े ग्राह उसी तालाब में रहते थे और उसी गजराज के चरण को पकड़ लिया, उनके पैर को पकड़ लिया. And as would have it by destiny, no one can escape. This is something we cannot escape. The scriptures tell us, avashyameva bhoktavyam kritam karma shubha shubham. Mahabharat. We will have to bear the fruits of our good action as well as bad actions. Nothing happens by coincidence. It seems like a coincidence. Everything is already destined. Lots of things are destined and we have no idea. Where does destiny come from? कहां से आते? ऊपर से? आकाश से टपकते हैं? Does it fall from the sky? Is it written in some book? कोई किताब में लिखा है? हमारे भाग्य में क्या हो? What is in our destiny? Where is it? Where does it come from? So the scriptures tell us, पूर्व जन्म कृतम कर्म तद दैवमिति कथ्यते hitopadesh. The actions we perform in our past life, due to the free will that God has given to us, becomes our bhagya, predestination in the next lifetime. In other words, we are the maker of destiny. Don't blame anyone. Don't blame Bhagavan. Don't blame the neighbor. We are very quick to blame. We put blame everywhere. Bhagavan Sri Ram himself says to the residents of Ayodhya in the Ramayana, Uttarkand of the Ramayana, Doha. सो परत्र दुख पावही सिर धुनि धुनि पछिताय हो राम सिर धुनि धुनि पछिताय काल ही कर्म ही ईश्वर ही मिथ्या दोष लगाए हो राम मिथ्या दोष लगाए सियावर रामचंद्र कर जय शरणम शंकर हरिओम जय जय सिया राम जय जय सिया राम. We put false blame, mithya dosh. When we don't do what we are supposed to, and when things happen to us and we don't understand, we blame. What do we blame? We blame time. Someone asks, Bhaiya, why don't you come to Mandir? Someone is a devotee. Are you doing your sadhana devotion? Are you making time for Bhagwan? I don't have time. I am so busy, man, you don't understand. I don't have time. I don't have time. You have time for that? Huh? Kal hi, karma hi. We blame. Karma means bhagya, the destination. We blame destiny. We blame fate. And we blame Ishwarahi. We blame Bhagavan even. Whatever happens is all Bhagwan, by the will of Bhagwan. Wahi hota hai jo manjure khuda hota hai. We put false. Bhagwan says, mithya dosha lagaye. False blame. So parat dukh pavahi. Such a person will not get happiness here and the hereafter also. Aur sir dhuni dhuni pachitai. And after we have lost this golden opportunity, this human birth, we don't get it again and again, bhaiya. It's the rarest and most difficult thing to get. Kabahu kari karuna nar dehi det ish binu he tu sanehi. Bhagwan Shri Ram says to the residents of Ayodhya, very rare, very seldom does the Supreme Lord, who loves the individual soul without any self-interest, bestow upon it birth in the human form. Devatas, Indra, the god of rain, Agni, the god of fire, Varun, the god of water, Vayu, the god of wind. Devatas, they are praying and begging God for this thing we have called a human body. And we have it, we don't understand the value. And when we lose it, after we died and we look back and see all the wrong things we did and we did not do, the only reason human birth has been given for what? Bhakti. Bhagwan ki bhakti karo. We never did. We never had time for Bhagwan. Now we hold our head and we're going to bawl. We're going to repent. Pachitayenge. Because we give false blame. We blame time, we blame destiny, we blame Bhagwan, we blame all kinds of things. And it will be too late. Too late. So, free will, God gives us free will. Karmanyavadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phala hetu bhurmate sangostva karmani. Chapter 2, verse 47, Gita. Bhagwan Krishna makes it very clear. कर्म अधिकार करने की कर्म करने का अधिकार सबको देते हैं. Bhagwan gives us the right to perform action. He gives us free will. Do whatever you want, bhaiya. Do good, do bad, do mixture. You're free. But, there's a but here. फल भोगने का अधिकार नहीं देते हैं. He does not give us the right to determine the fruit. Why doesn't Bhagwan? He gives us the right to do the action. Why doesn't he give us the right to determine the fruit? Because if Bhagwan gives us the right to determine the fruit, we'll do everything wrong and then say, I want good fruits. Bhagwan says, no. I will determine the fruit. Bhagwan. You do good action, you're going to get good fruit. You do bad action, you're going to get bad fruit. We are the maker of our destiny. Don't blame anyone. When things happen to you, don't blame the neighbor. Don't blame this one. Don't blame that one. Don't blame Bhagwan. We blame. Nobody takes the blame on themselves. Remember, whatever happens to us is an outcome of the actions we have performed. Bhagwan is not unjust. He says, I look at everyone equally. Samoham sarva bhuteshu name dveshosti na priyaha. Chapter 9, verse 29, Gita. Bhagwan says, I am Samadarshi. Neither is anyone dear to me, nor is anyone hateful. I look at everyone equally. For the worldly people, for us worldly people who don't have time for Bhagwan. But, there's a but, second line. But, ye bhajanti tu mam bhaktya maite teshu chapyaham. But, those who love me, bhajanti mam, those who devoted to me, who attach their heart, their mind to me, who love me, to them, I live in them and they live in me. I take side now. First he says, I am impartial. I have no favoritism. But when someone loves me, surrenders to me, that person becomes my favorite. I then have favoritism. But you have to become Bhagwan's favorite. You have to do bhakti. Only the one who does bhakti becomes his favorite. That's the only way. So here, Gajaraj, he didn't remember. This is his destiny. So the graha, ye hai bhagya, this is destiny. Pakad liya. It was this time that this alligator would come and hold on. Ab bahut ne koshish kiya. That was very powerful. Ab Gajaraj, Gajendra, Lord among elephant. Yet he could not free himself. Such a huge alligator. We try when things happen to us. When things happen, we do all kinds of things. We run here, run there. People go to Obia people. They go to do the worst thing in the world. They will go and dig up grave. They dig the grave and take out the bone. And people do the dirtiest thing when we have problem. We do all kinds of craziness. But if you're a devotee and you understand that this is my bhagya, you become a devotee like Shabari. Bhagwan Shri Ram is saying to Shabari, Ramayana. अष्टम जाथा लाभ संतोषा सपने हूँ नहीं देखही पर दोषा जय राम श्री राम we call ourselves devotees, bhakt. We call ourselves devotees. But do we really have devotion, bhakti? Bhagwan Shri Ram is outlining Naudha Bhakti to Shabari. And he says to Shabari, hey Shabari, Ashtama Jatha Labh Santosha. The 8th type of devotion, bhakti, is to be contented, whether in gain or loss. When everything is great, we can be contented. Hey Bhagwan, Jai Hanuman, Jai Durga, Jai Bhagwan. And when everything is bad, do we say Jai Bhagwan still? That time we should say Jai Bhagwan also. Jai Bhagwan, thank you, Shri Krishna, thank you Bhagwan. No, that time we curse Bhagwan. But when you're a true devotee, once you understand one, whatever happens to me is an outcome of some action I have done in the bad. If my luck is bad, if everything is bad, it means I did wrong things. I have to enjoy the fruit. Number one. Number two, who is given the fruit? Phal dene wala kaun hai? Shri Krishna. Shri Krishna says in the Gita, I reserve the right to give the fruit. I give the fruit. So if I love Bhagwan, then whatever fruit he's given, I would love it too. A true bhakta, he takes everything as prasad. But you have to be like Shabari. The good and the bad, yes, sab prasad, because the one who's given is Bhagavan. Then you know bhakti. Otherwise, just saying I'm a bhakta, I'm a devotee doesn't mean anything. Everything goes wrong. Jai Bhagavan. Thank you, my Lord. I don't know what's good for me. You alone know. We have to learn how to do bhakti. Aur sapne hu nahi de kahi paradosha. This fault finding, this complaining. Everywhere we look in. This one bad, that one like this, and that one, and that one. And you, I'm great. Yeah, right. Nobody sees their own fault, you know. You know, there's a saying in Trinidad, right? A monkey doesn't see his own tail. We can find everybody else's faults, but we can't see our own. Don't find faults. When you do that, you bring more inside of you. You become worse. If you want to be a bhakta, a devotee, wanting, always be careful of, do not look at the faults of others. Don't complain. Don't tell anybody. If you have to find faults, then look at our own faults. Once we are under Maya, Bhaya, we have all of them. Greed, anger, jealousy, hatred, lust, every fault you can think about. We can't see it. Something prevents from seeing. What prevents from seeing how bad we are? Something called abhiman, ahankar, ego. The more big our ego is, the more we think I am the best, I am the greatest, I am better than everybody. That means you are better than Ravan too. Ravan was abhimani, but he had a reason to be. Ravan had great powers. He had all the devtas under his control. What power do we have, bhaiya? Huh? So here, this was the destiny that Gra held on. The other she-elephants, they tried, they started shrieking, making the trumpeting, making noise, pulling, they tried pulling, they held on to the tail, held on to the back feet and kept pulling. But to no avail. That Gra, when there's something in your prarabdha you have to work out, you have to work out. You see, when we get sick, understand something, when you get sick, my guru used to tell me, Jagat Guru Tam Shri Kripalu Mahaprabhu, he told us, when you become sick, there are two reasons. One is due to prarabdha, and one is due to carelessness. Prarabdha means I did something in my past life. Something I had done, and this is the fruit that is called prarabdha. And carelessness means I didn't eat the right kind of food. I didn't protect, I didn't wear the mask, and I went in the crowd. And I know there's COVID. I didn't take the shot, the booster shot, etc. Now, if that sickness is due to carelessness, you go to the doctor and he gives you medicine, you get cured. But if it is due to prarabdha, something that has come from the past, then no doctor can cure that. It will have to work out its time, and when the time is finished, then it will go. Now, since when we get sick, we do not know whether it's due to prarabdha, something I did in my past life, or some carelessness, then when you get sick, go to the doctor, bhaiya. Go to the doctor. Even the saints and sages, they go to the doctor. Don't say, this is my prarabdha, my karma, I have to work it out. No, go to the doctor. You don't know. You don't know. So, that Gra, this was the destiny. अब देखो, गज मतलब हाथी, ये सब जानवरों सोच नहीं सकते. इनके जो ज्ञान शक्ति नहीं है, बहुत कम है. Animals on the whole, they don't have Gyan Shakti, the power to discriminate, to think. This is given to human beings in abundance. Jnanam hitesha madhiko vishesho jnane nahina pashubhis samana. Bhakti Hari. The great saint Bhakti Hari says, human beings have been put in a higher category to the other creatures because of that power, the gift of Gyan, knowledge, that Bhagavan has given to human beings only and not the other creatures. But when that same Gyan is destroyed, the power to discriminate, that knowledge is destroyed, we become Pashubhis, we become Pashu, like animal, worse than animal. And when do we destroy that Gyan Shakti? You know when you destroy that? Krodhat bhavati sammoha, sammoha smiti vibrama, smiti banshad buddhinasho, buddhinashad pranashyati. Chapter 2, verse 63, Gita. Bhagavan Krishna says, anga, when we get angry. What happens when you get angry? From anger comes delusion. From delusion, loss of memory. We lose the power, loss of memory. When you lose the power of memory, you lose the power to discriminate, and everything is destroyed. You become worse than an animal. And that's why I strive never to get angry. It's not easy. Under Maya, One of the biggest, this is the general of Maya. This Kam, Krodh, Lobh, these are the generals. And how do we get free from Maya? Bhakti. Bhagavan Krishna says, Mame vaye prapadyante maya metantarantite. Daivi hesha gunamai mama maya duratyaya. Chapter 7 verse 14 Gita. Bhagavan says, Maya is a power, divine power, and a power that belongs to him. No one can be free from Maya by themselves. It is Bhagavan's power. So how to be free? Mame vaye prapad. Ev means only, only. Shri Krishna says, only the person who completely surrenders to him. Complete surrender means bhakti. When you surrender to Bhagavan, then Bhagavan will tell Maya, say to Maya, okay, leave that one, they belong to me. Only when Bhagavan tells Maya, then all the greed, the anger, the jealousy, it'll go completely. But once you start doing bhakti in the right way, all these will start getting less. This is a byproduct of bhakti. The moment you start doing bhakti in the right way, shedding tears for the Lord, the heart, the mind will start purifying. And once that happens, all these things will start getting less. A person you may have known a few years ago was very lustful, very angry. And suddenly you see a big change in that person. You say, impossible, cannot. Because they are working very hard in their bhakti, in their sadhana. You're not doing anything. Why? You do something also. You're not doing any bhakti, you're careless and lazy. Because you're not progressing doesn't mean somebody else should not progress. If you want to progress, then you have to do bhakti also. You have to work hard. The more you work, the more we'll benefit. The more we shed tears for Bhagavan, the more we sing his glories. Meditate on him. So, this elephant in the past life was a great devotee of Bhagavan. Indradumna. He was a great king, Pandyadesh, and a great devotee of Bhagavan. And he got a shrap, a curse. And so he became an elephant. But now the knowledge came back. In this moment that no one could save him and he's about to die, he's thinking. The knowledge came. And he remembered that he had a mantra that he used to repeat. What was the mantra? Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. This mantra he used to repeat as a devotee. And he remembered that mantra and he started repeating the mantra. He started meditating on Bhagavan. Remember, they are not just words. Not just words. You're calling somebody in the world. You know, we sing what is called Maha Mantra. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. It's called Maha Mantra. Why is it called Maha Mantra? Number one, it's from Vedas. Kali Santarane Upanishad. The first mantra of Kali Santarane Upanishad is this mantra. It's Ved mantra, number one. Number two, it has three names of Bhagavan Krishna. Hare means Hari, Ram, Krishna. These are three names of Sri Krishna of Bhagavan. Now, Hare, Sambodhak Karak. You have what is called preposition. So, postposition. So, Sambodhak Karak means when you address someone like, Hey Ramesh, Hey Ganesh. So, Hey Hari, Oh Hari becomes Hare. So, you are calling God, Hey Bhagavan, but you're not even thinking about Bhagavan. Somebody tell you just do this job of so many times in the mala, and that's all you're concentrating on. How much time I'm doing this thing. How much time I did Om Namah Shivaya. How much time I did Hare Ram, Hare Krishna. And you're not thinking about Bhagavan. You call in Bhagavan and think about him. In the world, you call somebody, you think about the person. Before you call Ganesh, you thought about Ganesh. So in the same way, think about Bhagavan, meditate on Bhagavan. So he started to meditate on Bhagavan. He worshipped the form of Sri Krishna known as Mahavishnu. Vishnu Bhagwan, Narayan Bhagwan with 4 arms. He started meditating on Bhagwan in that form and started to chant this mantra, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Surrendering to Bhagwan, he started meditating like this. Us samay, he's chanting and he's chanting the name. Let's do some chanting ourselves. This will help us also. I've been talking, and you say, Swamiji, chant a little bit. So bring back our mind on Bhagwan. Beautiful bhajan, page 13, 1-3 in the booklets. Mere Nanda Nandan. Nanda Nandan means Shri Krishna. Nanda, Nanda Baba, Nandan, the son of Nanda Baba, Shri Krishna. So, Mere Nanda Nandan, hey Shri Krishna, apna banalo, please make me yours forever. Hey Mere Nanda Nandan, daras dikha de. This is how Gajaraj is praying. Hey Shri Krishna, I want to, please give me your vision. I want to see you now, my Lord. I'm about to die. Before I die, let me see you. I want to see you, my Lord. Nij seva de mohi, give me your seva. I want to serve you, my Lord. When I come to Golok, when I come to Vaikunt, I want to get your seva. And if I don't get your seva, Jan seva, give me the seva, the service of those who love you, your saints, your cowherd boys, etc. Hey mere Nandan, tu hi mera, main bhi tera. You alone are mine, and I am also yours, my Lord. In this way, Gajaraj is glorifying Bhagwan. We also glorify. Mere Nanda Nandan, Mere Nanda Nandan, apna bana le mohi. Mere Nanda Nandan, Mere Nanda
Nandan, Mere Nanda Nandan, apna bana le mohi. Mere Nanda Nandan.
Oh, Mere Nanda Nandan, Mere Nanda Nandan, apna bana le mohi. Mere Nanda Nandan, Mere Nanda Nandan, Radhe.
Mere Nanda Nandan, apna bana le mohi. Mere Nanda Nandan.
Oh, Mere Nanda Nandan, Mere Nanda Nandan, Mere
Nanda Nandan, Mere Nanda Nandan.
दरस दिखा दे दुख मेरे नंद नंदन.
दरस दिखा दे दुख मेरे नंद नंदन.
ओ मेरे नंद नंदन, मेरे नंद नंदन, मेरे
नंद नंदन, मेरे नंद नंदन.
ओ निज सेवा दे मोहि मेरे नंद नंदन. निज
सेवा दे मोहि मेरे नंद नंदन.
मेरे नंद नंदन, मेरे नंद नंदन, मेरे
नंद नंदन, मेरे नंद नंदन.
जन सेवा दे मोहि मेरे नंद नंदन. जन
सेवा दे मोहि मेरे नंद नंदन.
ओ मेरे नंद नंदन, मेरे नंद नंदन, अपना बना ले मोहि मेरे नंद नंदन.
मेरे नंद नंदन,
राधे.
मेरे नंद नंदन, अपना बना ले मोहि मेरे नंद नंदन.
मेरे नंद नंदन, मेरे नंद नंदन.
मेरे नंद नंदन, मेरे नंद नंदन.
तू ही मेरा मैं भी तेरा मेरे नंद नंदन.
तू ही मेरा मैं भी तेरा मेरे नंद नंदन.
ओ ओ मेरे नंद नंदन, मेरे नंद नंदन,
मेरे नंद नंदन, मेरे नंद नंदन.
We get lost in the Maya of the world and we forget Bhagavan. Devotees say, my Lord, let me never forget you even for a moment. Gajaraj had forgotten Bhagavan and now he's remembering. Oh, mere Nanda Nandan, mere Nanda Nandan,
मेरे नंद नंदन, मेरे नंद नंदन.
मैं ना भूलू कभू तो ही मेरे नंद नंदन, मैं
ना भूलू कभी तो ही मेरे नंद नंदन.
ओ मेरे नंद नंदन, मेरे नंद नंदन, अपना बना ले मोही मेरे नंद नंदन, मेरे नंद नंदन,
मेरे नंद नंदन, अपना बना ले मोही मेरे नंद नंदन.
A devotee sees Bhagwan in every particle of the world. Everywhere, Siya Ramamay Saba Jagajani, Karahu Pranam Jori Jugupani. Let me see you in every particle, everywhere. Let me shed tears like a child, become like a child and shed tears for you. Let me realize every relation. Swami, Sakha, Sutta, Piya, my master, my friend, my child, my beloved, every relation alone with you, my Lord. Oh, mere Nanda Nandan, mere Nanda Nandan, mere
नंद नंदन, मेरे नंद नंदन.
जित देखो तित तो ही मेरे नंद नंदन, जित
देखो तीत तो ही मेरे नंद नंदन.
ओ मेरे नंद नंदन, मेरे नंद नंदन, मेरे नंद
नंदन, मेरे नंद नंदन.
शिशु क्रंदन मांगू मेरे नंद नंदन.
शिशु क्रंदन मांगू मेरे नंद
Ah, Gajaraj held up a lotus flower with its trunk. He plucked from that lake, and with tears in the eyes, tears are flowing. Bhagwan has told you has one weakness. What? When we shed tears for him of selfless love. Gajaraj is crying. Bhagwan has to come. Shishu krandan mangu mere nanda nandana.
शिशु क्रंदन मांगू मेरे नंद नंदन.
O Swami Sakha Sutta Piya mere nanda nandana.
स्वामी सखा सुत पिया मेरे नंद नंदन.
One more thing, devotees. One thing Bhagwan cannot tolerate, he doesn't like. Abhiman, ego, pride. If you want to go to Bhagwan, then you have to become humble. He's Deenanath, Deena Bandhu. He loves the humble soul. He's a friend of the humble, Deena Bandhu. Deenanath, the Lord of the humble. He loves humility. If you want to go to Bhagwan, then humility is compulsory. Gaurang Mahaprabhu said, Trinadapi suni chena. You have to become humbler than a blade of grass. This is how Gajaraj became. He became totally humble. My Lord, I am the most fallen, and you are the Lord of the fallen. Oh, mere Nanda Nandana, mere Nanda Nandana, mere O Deena mai tu Deena Bandhu, mere Nanda Nandan. Deena mai tu Deena Bandhu,
मेरे नंद नंदन.
O mere Nanda Nandan, mere Nanda Nandan. Apna bana le mohi, mere Nanda Nandan, mere Nanda Nandan.
मेरे नंद नंदन, अपना बना ले मोही मेरे नंद नंदन.
मेरे नंद नंदन, मेरे नंद नंदन, मेरे नंद ओ तुझ सा कृपालु नहीं, मेरे नंद नंदन, तुझ सा कृपालु नहीं, मेरे नंद नंदन। There's no one as merciful, compassionate, kind as you, my Lord. Even the most fallen and the most sinful you love. You're so compassionate, so loving, so kind. तुझ सा कृपालु नहीं, मेरे नंद नंदन, तुझ सा कृपालु नहीं, मेरे नंद नंदन। ओ मेरे नंद नंदन, मेरे नंद नंदन, अपना बना ले मोहे, मेरे नंद नंदन, मेरे नंद नंदन, मेरे नंद नंदन, अपना बना ले मोही, मेरे नंद नंदन। बोले वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय। अब गजराज कमल के फूल को उठाकर सूंघ में, और ऊपर से जैसे हम हाथ ऊपर करते, तो सूंघ से कमल के फूल ऊपर कर दिया। रोकर रो रहे थे गजराज, आंसू बहा रहा, और भगवान का याद करते, भगवान का गुणगान करते। He's praising Bhagwan. He's taken up the lotus flower that was in the pond, and with the trunk, like we'll take a flowers and we'll pray to Bhagwan. You know, we say Jai Jai Shri Radhe. When we give glory, when we do Jaikar, you may not see so much in Trinidad and these places, but in India, if you go to India, any satsang and Mandir, etc., and you say Jaikar, you'll always see the hand go up. And there's normally devotee will see this when we say Jai Jai Shri Radhe. So why do we put our hands up? Is it style? No. Bhagwan says, surrender to me. Surrender to me completely. Gajaraj has completely surrendered to Bhagwan. Until and unless he didn't surrender, he's fighting. The female elephants are trying, the children, everybody's trying. And then Gajaraj completely surrendered. The moment, this is what happened to Draupadi. Draupadi looked towards first all the husbands. She looked to Bhimsen. Bhimsen put his head down when Dushashan threatened to disrobe her in the court. No problem. She looked towards Arjun, Gandhi, woe. Arjun put his head down. One by one, each husband put their head down, as they no longer had the right to protect her. Draupadi now looked towards the elders in the court. Bhishma Pitamaha, Dronacharya. But they also put their head down as they no longer had the right to protect her. Draupadi decided to protect herself, her honor, by catching the edge of the sari between her teeth. But when Dushashan, who had the strength of 10,000 elephants, gave one jerk, out came the sari. Now Draupadi, remember, there was one to save her. Up went the hand. Huh? This is it. Up went the hand. Hanath Dwarikavasin. This was a moment of complete surrender. She had no longer had hope in anyone, anything, but only Sri Krishna. The Lord became her sari. Ambara Avatar, special descension, Ambara Avatar. He became the sari itself. And try as he might, Dushashan could not disrobe her. It extended endlessly. Complete surrender. Bhagwan says, you have to completely surrender to me. I will take care. Ananyas chintayanto mami jana paripasate tesham nitya bhyuktanam yogakshemam bahamyaham. Chapter 9 verse 22 Gita. Shri Krishna is saying with a challenge, those who love me, worship me exclusively and completely surrender themselves to me, to them I bring attainment of what they do not have, and I protect what they have. This is his challenge. In the last teaching he gave to Arjun, last teaching in the Gita, what does he say? Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam braja aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami ma sucha. Chapter 18, verse 66, Gita. Arjun, give up all dharma, all duty or obligation. Dharma as adharma, virtue as well as vice. And take shelter in me alone. Mam ekam. Surrender completely to me alone, to God alone. Arjun asks, my Lord, if I don't do my duty, will I not be committing pap, sin? You're telling me all true that to do one duty is so important. And now you're saying renounce? Ha, Arjun. If you do not do your duty, apna dharma, you don't do your duty, and you do not surrender to me, then you're a papi, a sinner. But if you completely surrender to me, I will do all the duty for you. Aham tvam sarva papebhyo. I will free you from all sin. I give a challenge to you, but you have to surrender. You cannot not surrender to Bhagwan and say, I'm not doing my duty, but you go to hell. Narak. But if you completely surrender to Bhagwan, then Bhagwan takes over. He takes full responsibility on his shoulder. Like a newborn child, he takes care, like a mother takes care of a newborn child. Karahu sada. He takes full care. Full care. So Gajaraj has completely surrendered. Bhagwan came, had to come. The moment a devotee completely surrenders, Bhagwan comes, he appeared. Bhagwan came on Garud ji. वहां गरुड़ के साथ भगवान आ गए और उस ग्राह को सुदर्शन चक्र से काट दिया. With his weapon Sudarshan Chakra, he rent wide open the mouth of that alligator, that graha, and immediately pulled. At the same time, he pulled Gajaraj, that elephant, free. वो ग्राह मरने पर एक देवता बन गए, गंधर्व. अभी कथा थोड़ा समझ लो. Now understand the essence, how this came to be, and I was telling you destiny. The moment that alligator was killed, it turned into a beautiful Gandharva, heavenly being. There are certain classes of devatas, celestial beings, from Gandharva Lok. They are celestial beings, they sing very beautiful, play musical instruments, etc., dance, etc. No one in the world can compete with them. They're called Gandharva. So it took the form of a beautiful Gandharva. अब एक कथा है that previously this Gandharva by the name of Who, sounds funny, Who, that was the name of a Gandharva. He along with some apsaras, heavenly damsels, were bathing in a beautiful pond, a beautiful lake. And a rishi, a great sage by the name of Deval Muni, entered that lake, that pond at the same time to take a bath. While he was bathing, this Gandharva by the name of Who came and snatched his leg and held on to it, his feet, like an alligator would, under the water. And the sage gave a shrap to him. Realizing this was this Gandharva, go and enter the womb of an alligator. ऐसा श्राप दिया, जाओ ग्राह के गर्भ में प्रवेश करो. Enter the womb of Grahan, alligator. And so he got the curse, became an alligator. But now, with the grace of Bhagwan, because Bhagwan's, you see, this is the grace. Whatever God and a saint does, is all kripa. वो लोक हित के लिए. He killed that alligator, but released that Gandharva from its curse, from the shrap that the Rishi, the Muni had given. Again, he took his original form of its work and went back to heaven. और यहाँ वो हाथी भी एक दूसरे रूप मिल गया. And immediately also the elephant transformed into a form like Bhagwan Narayan, Bhagwan Vishnu. Because I told you, he worshipped Bhagwan in that form as Narayan. In his previous birth, he was a king in the Dhyumna, in the Pandya Desh, the southern Desh of Bharat, Varsh. And a little bit about the Katha, he was a great devotee of Bhagwan. And he worshipped the Lord in so many ways, chanting the name of the Lord, doing bhakti exclusively, even though he was a king. Like I told you, so many kings. We did Priyabrat Katha last night. I told you about Ambarish. They were king of the whole world. One king at that time. So much opulence, yet they were so devoted to Bhagwan. In every action, thought, mind and deed, they were absorbed in Bhagwan. Everything in Bhagwan. That Brahma had to come and force Priyabrat to rule. And to rule for how long? 8 Arab Varsh, 1 billion years. Our time. Until he thought, I did enough, but ho gaya, finish. So this devotee, he forgot about his appearance. He got so absorbed, he left the kingdom wearing matted locks and old clothes like Bharat. You all know the Katha of Jar Bharat. Bharat, after having to be born in the womb of a deer because he was attached to a deer, even though he was Paramhans, but where the mind is, the last moment, whatever you think about, where the mind is, that's what you're going to go and become. Yam yam vapi smaram bhavam tyajatyante kalevaram tam tame vaiti kaunte sada tat bhava bhavitah. Chapter 8, verse 6, Gita. Shri Krishna says to Arjun, when the life leaves the body, tyajatyante kalevaram, whatever you remember at that time. And what you're going to remember? Whatever you love, wherever your mind is attached. If your mind is attached to any person or object in the world, that's what you're going to remember. If your mind is attached to Bhagavan, you're doing bhakti, you're a devotee, then you'll remember only Bhagavan. Wherever the mind is attached, that's where you're going to go, what you're going to become after you leave. People ask, what will happen to me, Baba? What will happen to me, Swamiji, when I die? Wherever you're attached, wherever the mind is, that's what you're going to remember. Whatever you remember at that moment, the life leaves the body. So Bharat first became a deer, but all the knowledge he retained. Very quickly he gave up that body also and was born in the home of a Brahmin. Very wise. Now he was full God realized. But Bharat, remember in all the past. And what had happened to him? He pretended to be the most stupid. That's how we got the name Jara Bharat. He pretended to be so foolish, stupid. He was thrown out of the house. He became like a brute. That King Rahu Khan was once going to meet a saint to acquire knowledge. And they lost one of the person carrying him on the dolly, the palanquin. And then they saw this guy looking so big and strong. Oh, bring him. But Bharat, because he was such a great devotee, while they were carrying the palanquin, he kept walking from side to side, moving like this. And King Rahu Khan wondered, what happened? Why is it the thing going from side to side? Hey, what happened? Oh, Raja, hey Maharaj, is this guy you told us to make the extra guy? Something is wrong, he's drunk or something. So Rahu Khan told him to put the palanquin and he abused Bharat in the highest. But then Bharat gave him knowledge and he realized, oh my God, this is a great saint. I thought he was a stupid person, a beggar. You see, we shouldn't judge, bhaiya. Be very careful. Don't judge, is a saying, don't judge a book by its cover. We judge, we look outwardly, and we end up all the time making the wrong judgment. Do not judge. We can't see on the inside. A person may be the greatest devotee of Bhagwan, and you scold, you judge. And I told you one night, one of the greatest sin you can commit is Nam Aparad. Trying to hurt a true devotee of God. Bhagwan will never forgive. Sunu Suresh Raghunath Subhavu Nij Aparad Nakahu Risahu. Bhagwan, listen, he says, Bhagwan doesn't get angry when you curse him. When people normally curse Bhagwan, they say things that do wrong things. Bhagwan, this is his nature. But जो अपराध भगत कर करई राम रोष पावक सो जरई. When you try to hurt the true devotee of Bhagwan, you think bad thoughts. Bhagwan gets so angry, he says, Ram rosh pavak, it becomes like a blazing fire, like a volcano. It will destroy you completely. Bhagwan will never forgive when you try to harm his devotee and you don't know. Be very careful. Don't judge. You have no idea who is what, in which disguise. Meet everyone lovingly. Share love. Be kind. Be generous. Be loving. Don't judge. Don't try to hurt. Never try to hurt. People hurting me, so no, that's fine. Nobody's hurting you. Remember, I told you the one who's given the fruit is Bhagwan. Through that person's hand, Bhagwan is given the fruit that you did something, you can't remember what you did in past lives. How many murders you have committed. How much what you've done. Not because somebody behaved like that, you have to be worse to behave the same way, get revenge. No. But the action, you will have to get the fruit also. Give love. Be kind, be generous, be loving, speak soft, speak sweetly. The saints and sages, they tell us this. Practice these things. So in this way, Gajaraj attained that form like Mahavishnu. When one attains Mahavishnu, it's called Swarup. Salokya, Samipya, Sarupya, Sashti. There's a form muktis a devotee also attains. The true bhakt doesn't want this. But those who do yoga, who worship Mahavishnu, they attain this form. Salokya, to have an abode like Bhagwan. Sarupya, to have a form like Bhagwan. Samipya, to always be close to the Lord. Sarshti, to have opulences. And the worst one, Sayujya, which the Gyanis do, to merge into the formless aspect. That's the end. A devotee wants none of this. A true devotee only wants to love and surrender to the lotus feet of the Lord selflessly. Anyhow, so he attained the form, just like Bhagwan, clad in yellow clothes, with 4 arms, garland of wildflowers, etc. And so the Katha was told in the past. So what happened? So he had this matted hair and he was observing devotion and he had taken the vow, Maun Brat. Ek Brat hai Maun Brat. These devotees, they don't want to talk worldly things or listen to worldly talks. It becomes so irritating. If a person who loves politics and loves gossips were to come here, he will get angry. He will leave and walk out. A true devotee, a true bhakt, and the katha goes 5 minutes, 10 minutes, half an hour late, he still thinks it's too less. And there were some people last night who were angry because I went 3 minutes late. And they call themselves satsangi, bhakt, devotee. So much they love philosophy, so much they love bhakti, they got angry. Why didn't he finish 9 o'clock? Jai ho Bhagwan, Jai ho satsangi. A true devotee, he starts thinking, oh my God, why is he finishing? They say, why doesn't he continue? He wants to hear more and more and more. He can't hear enough. He keeps wanting more and more. So he kept Maun Brat. Not speak. Maun means that you don't speak to anyone. You pretend to be dumb, you don't listen, you don't speak. और उसी समय अगस्त्य मुनि, एक बहुत बड़ा मुनि, अगस्त्य मुनि अपने चेले के साथ घूमने, नहा के घूमने वहां आए और उसी की तरह देख लिया ये राजा है और हम हमारा अपमान करते हैं, हमारी तरफ देखते भी नहीं. So at the same time, this king is observing Mount and he's sitting in meditation of Bhagwan Krishna. It happened that Agastya Muni came there. That great sage, Agastya Muni, together with his followers, he came there. Having just taken a bath and looking for arms, he came, and this is the king. He was told this is the king. Looking towards King Indradyumna, the king didn't even look at him. Didn't even say anything, didn't offer to come and wash his feet. Normally you see a sage, you rush and wash their feet, the lotus feet, give them a seat, give them something to eat, something to drink. Nothing. Agastya Muni got angry seeing this. This is not a saint doesn't get angry. This is called Leela. I told you last night, God and the saint possess a special power called Yog Maya. Not Maya, Yog plus Maya. It's the divine power of God. It makes the impossible possible. Kartum akartum manyatha kartum samartha. That God and the saints can come in this world. They get married, they have children, they have everything. They live in palace. They fight war. They do everything like us. Yet they are beyond Maya. Everything outwardly looks Maya, worldly, but on the inside they're divine, pure, forever. All because of this power called Yog Maya. Neither God nor a saint does anything. Whatever action has been performed by God and the saint, Yog Maya is doing. Yog Maya is also known as Durga, Radha, etc. Antaranga Shakti, Swarupa Shakti, many names. Anyhow, so वो श्राप दिया कि आप हाथी की तरह गूंगा है, you are blind and foolish like an elephant. जाओ हाथी बन जाओ, go and become an elephant. He gives this shrap. And so, taking this shrap that this is due to my destiny, मैंने कुछ किया, अब भक्त गुस्सा नहीं करते. A true devotee is not going to get angry because he takes everything. This is Bhagwan's prasad. This is Bhagwan wants this like this. This is his kripa. So happily, that devotee, that king Indradyumna, he took it happily. That this is my destiny. This is something that is going to help me. और भगवान की श्री हरि, भगवान कृष्ण की श्री चरणों में प्रेम करके, and lovingly bowing to the lotus feet of Bhagwan, he lovingly took that shrap of the saint. I'm going to do a few lines of a bhajan, which shows us that not only kripa is kripa, not only when we think Bhagwan is given everything that we want. As I said, when everything is okay, we think that Bhagwan is very nice to me, he is very happy. But when everything is not okay, are we still happy? Are we still, can we say Jai Bhagwan? Can we at that time say Jai Bhagwan? No. So beautiful bhajan on page 13. कृपा करु बरसाने वारी, तेरी कृपा का भरोसा भारी. कृपा करु बरसाने वारी,
तेरी कृपा का भरोसा भारी.
तेरा मन है कृपा का प्यारी, तेरा तन है कृपा का प्यारी. तेरा
मन है कृपा का प्यारी, तेरा तन है कृपा का प्यारी.
Remember, Radha Rani, number one, she is the soul, the Atma of Shri Krishna. Atma tu Radhika Tasya. The Vedas say Radha Rani is the soul, the Atma of Shri Krishna. Number two, Radha Rani and Shri Krishna are one and the same, they're not two. But she is the Kripa Shakti of Shri Krishna. Your body is Kripa, your tongue, your man, you are Kripa itself. तेरी कृपा का कृपा है, your कृपा, your grace is कृपा, लेकिन तेरा कोप भी कृपा, your anger. In other words, everything is born. We're getting all the bad fruits. That's also kripa. Sometimes the greatest kripa. Kripa karu, oh kripa karu barsane wari. तेरी कृपा का भरोसा भारी. कृपा करो
बरसाने वाली, तेरी कृपा का भरोसा भारी.
तेरी कृपा तो कृपा है प्यारी, तेरा कोप भी कृपा है प्यारी.
तेरी कृपा तो कृपा है प्यारी, तेरा कोप भी कृपा है प्यारी.
तेरी कृपा चाह बनवारी, तेरी कृपा की है बलिहारी.
तेरी
बलिहार
बनवारी,
जय हो.
तेरी कृपा की है बलिहारी.
ओ कृपा करू बरसाने वारी, तेरी कृपा का भरोसा भारी. कृपा
करू बरसाने
राधे.
वाली, तेरी कृपा का भरोसा भारी.
मुझ पर कृपा करू प्यारी, तब जानू तू कृपालु प्यारी.
मुझ पर कृपा करू प्यारी, जब जानू तो कृपालु प्यारी.
ओ तेरी कृपा पाके पिय प्यारी, बनी गए है कृपालु प्यारी.
तेरी कृपा पाके पिय प्यारी, बन गए हैं कृपालु प्यारी.
ओ कृपा करू, ओ कृपा करू बरसाने वारी, तेरी कृपा का भरोसा भारी.
कृपा करू बरसाने वाली, तेरी कृपा का भरोसा भारी.
बोले राधा रानी की जय, वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय. So devotees, wonderful katha. It's not that Gajaraj is begging, asking Bhagwan for worldly things, but it's teaching us so much. His surrender. We have to surrender his tears. That one thing Bhagwan will come when we shed tears. This is the weakness of Bhagwan, when we shed tears of selfless love, humility. We have to become humbler than a blade of grass. As long as we have pride, abhiman, ahankar. Gajaraj was very proud. He's a leader among all his elephants. और चूर्ण हो गया. He got caught in the jaws of an alligator, lost all his pride. We get caught in the jaws of Maya. Don't have the feeling that I am this and I have that and I have the next and let us go fly to our head. You want to approach Bhagwan, humility, deenata. Because Bhagwan is Deena Bandhu. Bhagwan will only become our Bandhu, our friend, when we become humble, Deen. He loves humility. She loves humility. Radharani will become our friend only when we become humble. Many, many lessons, but another time. Tonight I'll end the katha here. बोले वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय, राधा रानी की जय, श्रीमद् भागवत महापुराण की जय, श्रीमद् सद्गुरु सरकार की जय. जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे.